Ladies and gentlemen, this is David Mirikitani with another episode of Weighing In, brought to you, as always, by Nike Wrestling. Go to athleteps.com for all the Nike gear, shoes, hoodies, etc. pureandclean.us, best mat cleaning company in the game, and Resolite, the mat company. Don't need to say any more. They got wall mats, they got floor mats, they got plyometric boxes, and amazing customer service. Joined, as always, by my good friend, Mark Ostrander. Mark, how are you, my friend?
I'm good, David. How are you?
I'm good. It's Thursday, so that's good.
Yes. Today's Thursday. I thought yesterday was Thursday also, so I get 2 Thursdays in a row.
2 Thursdays. And
Iowa wrestles tonight at 6:30.
On Big Ten Plus, you told me against Bellarmine. Yeah. We have at least 2 border brawlers are in that event.
Can't wait to watch it.
Yeah. That's it. It's good to see Iowa's lineup, and it's a preview for national duels. So we are going to talk about 174, and I'm excited to do that. Let me pull up the screen. Okay, so we're able to work off Matt Kings. We should give them a shout out, Mark. We love these guys. They built an amazing website. And right now they have Intermat and Flow on here. I think we're eventually going to add Open Mat as well. So number 1, Levi Haines. Number 2, Patrick Kennedy. Number 3, Simon Ruiz. Number 4, Christopher Minto, up from 165. Maddie Singleton, back off red shirt. Cam Steed, up from 165. Danny Wask, Navy. Lenny Pinto, who put a scare in Simon Ruiz early at the All-Star meet. You're round of 12 guys. Carson Karsla, Anthony Mantanona, Garrett Thompson. Bo and Anthony Mantanona are the same guy for people that are looking at this. And then Nick Hamilton, round of 16 guys would be Alex Facundo, MJ Gaitan, Josh Ogunsanya, and Lorenzo Norman. And then you go down the line to guys that have had good runs at the NCAAs, Luca Augustine, Jared Sima, who absolutely looked like he was going to be an All-American, and then the third period fell apart on him.
Yep.
And some names like Clayton Whiting, Matthew Olgan down the line, people that have had some big wins. Sergio DeCianti is down there as well. What are your thoughts? And by the way, I need to say this on the air. I got confirmation. You were right. I was wrong. Nico Ruiz is going 165. So do you want to change your picks on that before we go any further?
Yeah, I'll take him.
Okay, who do you want to take out?
Who was my last guy put in there, David? Do you remember?
Well, I don't remember, but it's in front of me. You had, I think it's Connor Uten.
No, I'm going to keep Uten in there.
Gallagher?
Yeah, let's drop Gallagher.
Well, here are your picks. Messenbrink, Caliendo, Lockett, Blaze, Garvin, Downey, Gallagher, Uten. So it's one of those last 3.
Yeah, let's go Gallagher.
Okay. You're going to put Ruiz.
Yep.
I'll put Ruiz over Uten. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So always good to admit when you're wrong or right. Makes the world a better place. So, but yeah, I wanted to get that in. I texted you about that, but it's good to say it publicly. Okay. Yeah. I'll give you a summary of what I think of this weight and then let you jump in. Is that okay?
Sure.
Levi Haines, I think I told you off the air that I think he's going to have one of the most underappreciated careers at Penn State. He lost to O'Connor, then he won it, then he lost to DJ Hamady, and Hamady had a magical run. He's a pretty strong favorite to win it this year. And if he goes 2-1, 3-1, at most schools, you're the best kid that's ever come through the program. At Penn State, you might not even make the all Penn State team.
No, not even the top 10 easily. Which is sad.
Top
which
20,
is sad. Yeah.
Or amazing, depending on how you look at it. But also just won a U23 world title. Okay. So I don't think Levi Haines is a guy we're talking about enough. I think for the Olympics, it's going to be weird because he's either going to have to go down to 163 or up to 189. But he'd also have a couple years to do that because he graduates. He's a senior. Oh, he's only a junior. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's got one more year up to this year.
How is it? Then what am I crazy about? No, he doesn't. He's had 3 NCAA tournaments. He didn't get a free one, though, right? That's over? That's over.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. He lost Austin. Okay. We just talked about it.
Yeah.
Okay. I just saw Junior on the screen if you guys are just listening. Patrick Kennedy. These are wrong too because Kennedy is a senior. These are all last year's ages.
Yes.
Okay. We'll get that fixed. Okay. Patrick Kennedy, talk about a guy who's loyal to a program and a situation and stuck it out and had an unbelievable NCAA tournament, a deserved number 2. Simon Ruiz showed a lot of poise, I thought, Mark, at the All-Star meet. Pinto hit him in a little cutback defensive sort of, you have my leg and I'm still going to Metzger you situation that was awfully impressive. Christopher Minto, that was one of the guys we had right on our fantasy teams last year. Not going to surprise anybody this year and has the frame certainly to be a 174. Let me pull up the rest of these here. Andy Singleton, high-quality wrestler. Cam Steed, All-American last year in a rebuilding year with Mizzou. He now has Keegan O'Toole as a coach, not his teammate. Danny Wask, Lenny Pinto, Carson Karchla, who's really good, is just the injury bug. Mantanona, who'll pin you from anywhere. Alex Facundo is a very interesting guy. MJ Gaitan's another guy that can pin you from anywhere. Lorenzo Norman. So your thoughts on this weight?
Yeah, I think it's loaded. I think it's one of the better pound-for-pound weights in the country this year because you do go down to Norman, who is what's he ranked?
17.
I mean, he was beating some really good kids early in the year. Now, he fell off a little bit toward the end of the year, being a true freshman last year. That does happen sometimes, but skill-wise, well, he's got it all. And, it's a really good weight. Did Mantanona, is he going up? Didn't he start like at 149 in college?
Yeah, there's 2 of them now.
Okay.
And Sima had Shane Griffith on the freaking ropes at Nationals in the quarters.
He was up by like 5 going in the third period and got ran down.
But I mean, just like kind of, listen, all these guys did better than I did, okay? But he just kind of melted down. Like he had the match.
Yeah.
I mean, Shane Griffith is really good, but he had the match.
Yeah.
So he's a guy that if he can tweak that, I mean, he's a threat.
Yeah.
So do you want to pick first or you want me to?
No, I'll pick first, David.
Okay, let me scroll back up so you can take a look at this.
Okay.
I feel like our finals are not going to be the same.
I feel that too, just because I already know you're probably not picking Kennedy to make the finals. So I'm gonna go Levi Haines, and I am gonna go with Patrick Kennedy. I think he proved it last year.
Hold, please. Let me just get this typing stuff ready to go here. Okay.
But, we talk about islands. Levi Haines is so far ahead of everybody else at this weight.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like third world compared to, the other guys in this weight. I'm not saying he couldn't lose to somebody, but I'd be really shocked to see somebody come up with the skills to take him out this year. And I think everybody else is, pretty much in a group. I just think Kennedy's such a hard worker and he's really hard to score on. So I'm going to take him as my other finalist. I'm going to take my All-Americans are going to be Ruiz, Minto. I'm going to go Karchla. I'm going to go Singleton. Can we go down a little bit, David?
Yes, sir. Sorry, I was typing.
All right.
So there's Karchla.
I'm going to go Facundo.
Okay.
And I'm going to go Norman.
I thought you might.
Most guys, they make their biggest jump their second year in college because they understand it now. And I think the skill-wise, he was so good so early, and then everything kind of caught up with him. That second year, is the year that you're going to see some big jumps from guys. And so the third and fourth year are a little tougher to make big gains because you've been locked in. But I think that second year, that's why I like Norman.
Okay, so before I make my picks, no Cam Steed, no Lenny Pinto, no Danny Wask, 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
Just thoughts on maybe why not?
Pinto doesn't have the gas tank. I mean, he can wrestle with anybody the first period and a half, but then he kind of, and I don't know if that's going to change at Rutgers. You know, it didn't change at Nebraska. This is a loaded weight. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from those guys. Cam Steed's a stud. He is. I just like those other guys a little bit better.
Sure.
I think Tarchula is good enough to be in the finals. I really do.
Yeah.
And Facundo's, a wild card, but he beat your number one ranked kid in the weight in freestyle a year ago. So,
yeah.
I mean, he's got skills, and he's in a new program. He gets a new chance. And David Taylor has really impressed me as a coach and his whole coaching staff, what these kids are doing and the way they're going out and competing. So I'm going to take a shot with him.
I think as always, your stuff is always super thought out and well said. It basically, this is the case in most weight classes where there's more than 8 good guys.
Yep.
I mean, that might be the simplest way to say it. So, all right. So I have my picks here. I have Haines in the finals, and I'm going to ride the Christopher Minto train. I think, you tell me what you think about this. I feel like Nebraska is going to have some regression to the mean. I don't know if Jacob Van D is going to place again. I don't know if Cam McDaniel's going to place again. Brock Hardy's really good, but he's in a weight where it feels like there's one slot for the other finalists, like Jesse Mendez is going to be in there. So he could take 3rd or 4th and wrestle great and still do worse, technically. Okay. Minto, I think, took 4th last year, but wrestled out of his mind. But this is a weight class. You mentioned it. It's Haines Island or Haines tier. And he's as good as all these guys in the 2nd tier, in my opinion.
Without a doubt.
And I think Nebraska's got a lot of positive momentum. And he's working with Silas Allred, and he's working with LJ Arujau, and he's still working, probably play sparring wrestling with Antrell Taylor. And if you're a freshman, he wasn't supposed to start. He was behind Bubba Wilson when the year started.
Yep.
I remember at one point in the season, I called Mark Manning. I'm like, should I be ranking, or should we be talking about Minto or Wilson? He's like, Minto. I go, it's like that. He goes, it's like that. I go, okay. That was enough. I try not to ask these guys that I'm friends with stuff just for the sake of being nosy. I think a lot of people do that, or so they can go whisper about it to somebody else. I try to do it to have a purpose.
And the funny thing is, David, in a week and a half, we'll be doing a show and we'll be talking about this. And some of these guys are going to meet up. I mean, Kennedy's going to wrestle Steed 1st round at the national duels. And then he's going to turn around and wrestle Illinois if they win. And then he's going to wrestle Oklahoma State, which is
he's going to wrestle. If that happens, he's going to wrestle Facundo or Singleton.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's crazy. And then he's going to get Minto maybe. If Nebraska does what they're supposed to do. I mean, boy, talk about a tough weight at this tournament for Patrick Kennedy. And I know he'll be in great shape. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. And we'll stay on task here, but you're right, because we might get the 184. This hasn't taken as long as I thought it would. So my picks, I have Haines in the finals with Minto. I agree with you on Ruiz. I agree with you on Kennedy. So I agree with you on Karchula and Singleton. I have Steed and I have Mantanona. I just think Mantanona is going to pin somebody he's not supposed to, maybe in the round of 16, and they're going to get him to the quarters. And he might lose to somebody there, but he's going to be in a spot where he's going to have a good draw to get into the 7th and, be in that top 8.
Sure.
And he's just dangerous. I saw KJ at who's number 1, and I'm like, how's the team looking? He's like, those Mantanona boys, they'll pin you. They'll pin you. So it was an interesting way to say it. And I just, and I'm sure I'm being somewhat prisoner of the moment. I think Lenny Pinto got his cardio right places. I think Danny Wask was awfully good as a freshman. Facundo is very interesting to me, Mark. I have to agree with you. But we have to. Here's the thing, too. Like, we're sort of giving everybody at Oklahoma State and Penn State the bounce, right? Or the bump. They can't all get the bump, right? Like, Tegan Jamison didn't wrestle great at Nationals last year. Okay, like Serber didn't wrestle great at Nationals last year. Cam Amin didn't do any better than he did the year before. Okay, like they had a couple guys wrestle way over their seeds. It was Spratley, Hamity, Hendrickson. Hendrickson really wrestled one spot above if you know that Kirkfleet was hurt, but obviously the one spot above was massive. But just in general, not every team overperforms at every weight. I mean, that was what was crazy about Nebraska, and that's kind of what I'm saying. I think they're going to regress to the mean a little bit at some weights, but I think this is a way where they can overperform because I don't think last year was a complete outlier, where they didn't, okay, they've always underperformed in nationals. Now they way over, no, they've had some guys that didn't do as well. They've also had guys do great.
Yep.
I mean, Antrell Taylor's another one, right? That weight's so good. If he took third, it could be amazing, but everybody's like, he didn't win it. Okay, well, he lost to PJ Duke or Tyler Kasak, or he lost to Meyer Shapiro. He lost to somebody. You're like, okay, not the worst thing in life, right? So I'd be interested in Facundo, by the way. He'd have some studs in this meet as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because he'd have Simon Ruiz right off the jump. Right?
Yes, if he's wrestling first semester. I know he wrestled in the All-Star meet, but yeah.
He's wrestling.
Okay.
So, I mean, and I don't have that whole – who is Oklahoma State going to draw in the quarters probably? NC State. NC State. So he'd go – we talked about this. He'd go Simon Ruiz, Matt Singleton, Patrick Kennedy, Christopher Minto.
Yep.
You go 2, 3, 4, 5, not in order, but 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
That's wild. That's absolutely wild. Okay.
But David, and I agree with you. I just don't know enough about him. But I picked him because he came from the best program in the country at this time, Penn State, and wrestled with some of the best kids in the country. And now he gets a chance to be the man for Oklahoma State. He knows David Taylor because David was at Penn State. And I just think it gives him a fresh outlook. And we know he's got skills. I'm just kind of banking that, all that works out and he places.
Your argument's got a lot of, or your position, I don't say argument, but your position is got a lot of reasons to be right. He could be round of 12 too,
He could be.
Not like if he does an All-American, like he was just terrible or something.
Yep.
I mean, I think he's going to be good. I also think he's lost a couple years, right? And sometimes those guys that haven't had a couple cracks at it, it's a little tougher for them.
Yep.
So, I mean, he's a senior. So, I mean, that's interesting, right?
Yep.
Okay. You want to do 184?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All right. So the combined rankings, Max McAnally, Rocco Welsh, Angelo Ferrari, Jackson Smith, Silas Allred, Dylan Fishback, Zach Ryder. So these are not updated. Let me pull this up. Let me go to – because Zach Ryder is above Jackson Smith, obviously. So let me pull up flows. McAnally, Ferrari, Welsh, Ryder, Jackson Smith, Silas Allred, Dylan Fishback, Isaac Dean, Aiden Sinclair, Cartina Walsh, Izaroff, Saldano, the other Mantanona, Nightenbach, Neil Hauser, James Conway, Jaden Bullock, the transfer, Ian Bush, Aiden Bernal, who had a tough first week. On down the line, I don't think there's a lot of guys here. Rylan Rogers is a transfer. James Rowley is a transfer. So I'll go first. Or no, you go first here. I went first at 74, Mark. Go ahead. I apologize.
No, I went first 74. You go first.
No, on our thoughts on the weight class. I'll go first.
No, my thoughts.
Yeah.
Very similar to 174, but not quite as deep with people that I know that I think have a shot at being a high All-American. Sinclair at 10 is somebody that sticks out that I think he's better than that. I think he's top 8 for sure. And then if I'm going to slide somebody down, it'd probably be Allred. He's been an All-American twice. No, once. He won the Big Tens at 197, I think 2 years ago, but didn't do well at Nationals that year. If I'm not mistaken. I can't 100% sure. But last year he placed. Didn't have a great year last year. And there's some really good kids in here. Zach Ryder was really impressive. I'm looking forward to seeing what this Isaac Dean can do. I just don't know enough about him yet. But, yeah, it's a good weight. And I think there's 3 or 4 guys. It would not shock me if I see 4 guys that I see could winning this weight, and I'm not sure. Maybe 5 with Sinclair. And it wouldn't shock me if either of those 5 won it. That's how good this weight is.
Yeah, Sinclair's one of those guys that he gets so close, right?
Yep.
And then, like, he's lost matches. Just lost matches in the last, 5 seconds, 2 seconds that you just, you're like, man, like you sort of snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, if that makes any sense.
Yep.
My thought is McAnally, U23 champ, Rocco Welsh, or U20 champ, excuse me. Rocco Welsh, DNP, U23. Ferrari has almost stopped doing freestyle. Most freshmen, I don't think, deserve that bump, but I think he does. And I think we forget Rocco Welsh, as a true freshman, made the national finals.
Yep.
And beat some dudes he lost to. That, hang on one second. So, Zach Ryder's a guy that I think has moved up tremendously, and it's a lot easier to say. Like, maybe Facundo is going to be just like Zach Ryder, right? Like, we don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
So, okay. I also think Sinclair, is going to place. I mean, so I got to figure out who I'm taking out, but I think he's going to place. So I also think Jackson Smith will learn from that match and probably, I don't know if he beats Zach Ryder the next time. That's a big ask, but I don't think it's going to be a major decision again.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yep.
Okay. So my job, I go first here, right?
Yep.
This is one I'm just, okay. I'm going to take Ferrari to win it. Take McAnally second. I'm going to take Rocco third. And take Ryder fourth.
Are you putting them in place?
What do you mean?
Well, we were just who's.
Oh, yeah. It's just how my brain. I mean, it's fine. Whatever.
Okay. All right. I like it.
I just feel like those guys are a tier.
Yep.
I feel any of those 4 guys could win it. So that's maybe why I'm just doing that. Okay.
Yep.
Jackson Smith, All-American. Sinclair, All-American. I got to get 2 more here. I think Isaac Dean places, Mark.
Okay.
And I think Fishback places.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I like your thinking.
Okay.
I'm going to take McAnally, and I am going to take Ferrari to make the finals. Those 2 guys. My All-Americans will be Rocco Welch, Jackson Smith, Dylan Fishback.
Hold on. You're talking faster than I can type. Okay. Yeah, Ferrari and McAnally in the finals. You have Rocco as an All-American?
Yep.
Do you have Ryder as an All-American?
Yes.
Do you have Jackson Smith as an All-American?
Yes.
Okay, keep going. Who else?
Fishback.
Fishback.
Yeah, Fishback. I'm sorry. We already said Ryder.
My two left are Sinclair and Dean. Those are the slots you got to fill.
I'm going to go with Sinclair.
Okay.
Can we go down just a little bit, David?
Yeah.
If there's somebody that I don't see that I think has a shot. I like picking somebody.
Go ahead. Oh, here.
Yeah, I need you move it down.
I know.
Okay. All right.
I don't see a lot of guys below. I mean, like, it sounds dumb.
Yeah,
I don't see a lot of guys outside of the top 9 that are going to jump in here unless something goofy happens.
Yeah, so I've got to go different than you because I don't want to go exactly the same. I'm going to take, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Aaron from Colombia.
Oh, eyes are off?
Yeah.
Okay. It's kind of a throwaway pick, but okay.
No, he's ranked 11th. He must be pretty decent. Yes, international kid.
Anything about that guy?
Oh, the freestyler.
So you're picking him over Allred?
Yeah, I just don't think Allred's going to have the year that a lot of people think he's going to have.
That's fair.
And I wanted to pick somebody different than Dean. I don't know how good Dean's going to be this year. I think he's in a great program right now. I think he's got a great shot. I'm just taking a shot in the dark, David. That's what I do sometimes. Didn't say it was right.
Well, you're usually right. So,
I don't even know who the kid is. I'm just guessing by his last name.
Saying, like, I don't. It'd be okay to pick the same guys. I feel like this is a weight that's fairly clear, not who's going to win at all.
No, I think there's 5 guys that can win the weight.
5?
I think there is 5.
Who's your 5th?
I think Sinclair, Ryder.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Ferrari, McAnally, Rocco, Ryder, Sinclair.
Yep.
I don't trust Sinclair to win it. I just don't think he's going to win. Okay. Unless. So let me look at this again because this is interesting. Okay. Ferrari, McAnally, and Rocco are all in the Big 10. Ryder and Sinclair are in the Big 12. If Sinclair could win the Big 12, I mean, what you're looking at, you're trying to be the 1, 2, or 3 seed. You don't want that 4-5 matchup.
True.
So if he could win it, he could be at worst the 3 seed. And then he'd have to beat 2 of those guys. I could see that. If he's the 4-5 and you got to beat, let's say you're 4, you got to beat 5, 1, and 2 or 5, 1, and 3. I just don't know. Now he could get there, but he doesn't have he has not shown the consistency right now.
And he's wrestling at, he wrestled 97 last year in his redshirt year. Had some good matches with guys, but now he's down to 84 where he actually belongs. So we're going to find out how good he is. But I still think credentials coming in, it would surprise me, but it wouldn't shock me if he was placed in, it was in the finals. Let's put it that way.
I think we're going to be shocked if he's not an All-American.
Yeah, I will be.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm saying I just want to make sure we're saying it right.
Yeah. So
I fully expect him to be in the quarterfinals on Friday night.
Yeah.
Or Friday morning. And again, the draws are going to have a lot to do with it. I don't think you want to be in that 4-5 slot. And somebody like Isaac Dean may prove to be a total handful. And you're like, my goodness. He wrestled Platt really tough. But sometimes good losses overshadow, if you lose to everybody by a point, you still lost.
Yep.
You got to get some dubs. I'm not saying he doesn't have plenty of dubs, but he doesn't have a lot of super high quality wins.
Agreed.
So it's a little tricky. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys watching and listening. Please hit that like and subscribe button. And Marco and I will be back soon. Try to get in 197 and heavyweight either before the weekend is out or early next week. Thank you guys so much.